This is a film about a short man on a beach. Did you hear what I said? This is a film about a short man on a beach. This is a homage, of course, to B.S. Johnson. Not Boris Johnson, certainly. The S is additional. B.S. Johnson, maybe a successor to Virginia Woolf's novelization. And he lived his whole life before I even existed, dying just a couple of weeks after he filmed Fat Man on a Beach in 1972. You can't deny that that's what I'm trying to do, and I did it. What is this film about? It's both homage and critique, a bit of poetry, a bit of philosophy. She put them on the mantelpiece by a man I better call Henry. Johnson is talking about people and human nature being sliced by the cheese wire of Welsh fences. A motorcycle with pillion passengers as well as a rider. His attitude to life was that humanity is trying to eat us. But like, how did he wind up here in Porth Ceiriad? I enjoyed the documentary about B.S. Johnson. I found that they critiqued modernism, and they critiqued having a book in a box and throwing pages around and things like that. But this is, of course, critical to the modernist thing, formal innovation, extremity of formality, which becomes the whole idea. The form is the function, the form is the meaning, the form is the outcome, Llyn, and so on. And she said, I don't like sex films either. This is a film called Moby Dick. Yes, you heard me right. This is a short man on a beach. In fact, a short and fat man, doubly excluded from the good stuff. Pellucid leaves, late turning, slows ending, adds adjourning. So he gave me here at Porth Ceiriad, the place that Johnson says English people shouldn't go. Johnson had some sort of spiritual experience. He refers to the Llyn as a female deity. It's quite a rare sort of sensitivity to the Welsh standpoint. That he had this sort of preoccupation with Wales, and I truly appreciate that. Some of his not predecessors but copiers are much more derogatory about the Llyn and the position, the English position regarding it, the position of the language. Felly, os dwi'n newid i'r Gymraeg rwan, mae neich di teimlo'n rhyfedd efallai. And this is probably a bit of, subconscious aversion to other languages. Music continues, ragtime piano. Except translate the wrong word. You cannot translate, you lose everything, as someone said, except the poetry. Perhaps a poem now, because Johnson, like myself, admired poetry above all things, and he says in the film, well, now for you great and washed. You're going to switch off now, aren't you, because the poetry is coming. The poetry is coming. Am un glaf mwyn gloiw ferch ceiau, sill teirynnu serch, llyma bwynt, lle mae y bydd, rai o'r ferched, gwledydd, tri porffor, dyrfor dir, tydi'r haf, tar a ryfig, hyder a gwyddost, ail 11, trian yn dylluan 10, gwylliw, ni wn a gwell im, 10 nithiad, 2 a gwneithym, da forfydd, sy'n obrydd siw a fi ddim ddamwain breiddiw. Pwythau, cwch i ddŵr, a boat in the water, heb ddau stryd beirniadaeth gwneud efydd, urdd, cinio, melyn, newid, gweld, gwall, testyn, greddf. Synau, adar, trydydd, heb cofeg, efengil i gyd, fan hyn, gorwel, wenoliaid, einioes, fewnol, mesur, llwynog, gwythiniau, tisw, oriawr, wahanol, glas, ysgariad, ymyl, cyfeiriad, golau, hen Llyn, hawl i grignwch, trawiad, gronyn, bysedd, wy, dros gofal, deunydd, cofio, meddal. Porth Ceiriad. And I just can't be seeing littering now, so I need to pick up the poetry, carthosiaeth, the most horrible thing of all people, this ancient, horrible art, like a bunch of bananas on the beach. Gull all grace. Oh, I've driven him off. He can't take my version of Dafydd. Submerged page. Backwards printed. Ragtime piano music plays. Ragtime music. The performer, the entertainer. Backwards. Backwards. Look, a paperclip. One can only reflect the truth of what they were. Look at this. The sands of time, burying poetry for good. And we'd all be happy, wouldn't we? Because poetry is terrible, a terrible thing. Why must it torment us? Looking for the infinite in a grain of sand. This litter of poetry